Hello everyone, and welcome back to Nancy Drew the White Wolf of Icicle Creek. Now, before I do anything else, you remember that little jingle Nancy sung in the bathroom last time? Apparently that is an Easter egg and I can call that number, so it was 1555 Mystico.
Who dares disturb the concentration of Mystico the Magnificent?
I'm sorry. This is Nancy Drew.
Nancy Drew, I see your future clear as tape. I see a white wolf and a dark figure named Bruno.
Bruno?
But beware, Nancy Drew, the wolf will only lead to danger and intrigue.
Cool. I mean, yes, Mystico.
The Magnificent.
Huh?
You're supposed to say Mystico the Magnificent.
Oh, right. Yes, Mystico the Magnificent.
So, Nancy Drew, what secrets from the beyond do you seek?
Oh, I want all these though.
Some spice in my life?
Ah, who do you think I am? A gun-toting thug, a washed-up actor, an antique stealer, a diamond thief, an old man, an art aficionado, a hillbilly, an art director, a whale lover, a flannel-wearing cuisinier, a sneveling brat, a quack, a social climber, a flaneuse, a two-headed monster? You have incurred the wrath of Mystico. From this moment forward, bad luck shall creep behind you like a malevolent shadow. Mystico has spoken.
Okay, I'm really glad I picked that one because I'm pretty sure he just listed off every single culprit from all the previous games. That was cool. I enjoyed that.
Been there, done that.
Oh, we found the pictures? They were these? Should I put them back on the No, that can't be right. We gotta find the
Can't
bones
check
still.
that off yet.
Yeah, we need to follow the wolf tracks back to that little cabin. But we need to not be so cold so I don't die.
Can't check that off yet.
I did decipher the code. I guess that hasn't... I didn't really do anything in-game to do that, though, so we have to find the correct event flag for that, I suppose. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and do the, do dinner. And then I'll skip to the next day and see if the, temperatures are better tomorrow. Oh yeah, the code last time said something about the, fire necklace telling us how to... Yeah, this. Let me look at that. No, not that. This one. And I did go back and write down everything. Let's see, what'd this page say? Do-do-do. The fire necklace will tell you all you need to open up the Sly Raccoon's hiding place. Just don't wake up any lodgers. And that has to do with that one door that the colors change when... Now the question is, what order do I go in? I guess I'll just go... blue, red, white, red, blue, green. Now they say don't wake up any lodgers, so should I be doing this in like the middle of the night? This door. Also, I don't really know how to Like, there's only one option here for pressing it, I think. The colors seem mostly random. Green, red, blue, white. Green, red, blue, white. Okay, no, it's going in order, but I can't pick which color I want to select. So maybe we'll worry about that some other time. Anyway, I'm going to set it to tomorrow. Probably around like 8 o'clock, maybe? Actually, let's go for 7. It's going to switch to 7 p.m., of course. So, 7 a.m., there we go. Now I have to go do my chores of cooking and maid duties, so I'll be back in a minute. Hey, I'm doing the maid service right now, and I just noticed I can click on the locks of the other doors as well. So I think I know what to do now. Okay. I got the chores done. So let me see what I wrote down again. Alright, I'm assuming this is the top of the necklace. So this would be blue. This one would... Oh, I don't need to go in. This one would be red. This one would be white. Nope, I don't need to go in. Red. Blue. And the last one should be green. It is green. So did I do that right? Should I do it the other way around? Because I'm not sure which one's the top. I'll try doing it the other way. Which means that this one should be blue. And red. And white. Red. Blue, and finally green. No? Yes? Well, the thing is, I don't know where the hiding place is. So even if I know how to open it, then it doesn't really help me.
I'm only supposed to use this door if it's an emergency.
Will it ever be an emergency? I honestly don't know.
€100? Are you fool?
Where is raccoon hiding place? I don't know. Why do these animals have glowing green eyes? Nobody knows. It's still cold. Well, it is still 7:30 in the morning, so I'm gonna skip ahead a few hours. Maybe see, like, I don't know, noonish, which means I guess I'll be doing lunch. I've gotta say, it's a bit silly that they don't let me take ingredients off of the burgers, because I had to throw away an entirely perfectly good burger because I put an extra slice of cheese on it. What a disappointment. Oh, temperature is still the same, okay. Well, I'm going to go grind for heat packs, I guess.
Halt! By order of the Snow Princess, you shall not pass! Ow! You win! Incoming!
Alright, that should be enough. How many do I have? 7, yeah. Okay, we're gonna duck back inside real quick to warm up.
Ah, warm again.
Nothing has changed, so let's go back to Avalanche Ridge. As soon as I remember where it is. This way? Yeah. Oh, I was gonna try something, but I forgot. Oh well. It's not the worst thing. Yeah, I was going to use a heat pack before I transitioned to the next area to see if that would, like, eliminate this loss here. But I'll do that here, and we'll see if it works. So my theory is that if I use one for every screen transition, I should be okay. Yeah, I think that works. Now we did check out everything here, right? Yeah, I think so. So another heat pack. Yeah, it looks like minimal temperature loss when I do that.
Some kind of house. Could someone be living there?
Probably.
Hello? Is anyone here? Doesn't sound like it.
What is this code? Did we find a code anywhere? What are the chances it's the same as the snowshoe code? 7669? Worth a try. No, okay. Let me scroll through my notes real quick, my actual notes that I wrote. I'm gonna pull this up so I don't... time doesn't pass. Oh no, time is still passing, never mind. I thought I could cheat the system, but I cannot. Just looking through the coded notes to see if there was any mention of... No, I do not see any mention of a code. Locate the secret hideout in the mountains. Also, it's getting very cold. I should probably head back home. So, I'm guessing, is this...
It is really, really cold out here.
Yeah, I know, Nancy. Don't worry. We're headed back. I guess I'm wondering, is this the hideout he's talking about? Or should I go back to the, what were the other mountains we were at before? It was like Chicken Ridge or something like that? I'm gonna feel really stupid if I made that name up. Well, hopefully at least visiting the hideout will, or whatever this place is, will count as, some sort of event flag.
I can't stop shivering. I need to get in and out of the cold, like, soon.
Also, I don't remember what this box in my inventory is. What is that? I need to take a look at it once we're back inside. Oh, is that... Actually, I don't know what that is. Is that the fishing gear? I probably didn't need to use that heat pack just now, but oh well.
Ah, much better. I was really cold.
What is this? I don't remember. Oh well. I need a hint. That's not right.
Hey, Nancy. What you need?
I think I need a hint.
I'm listening.
Well, I already decoded the journal.
On second thought, I don't need a hint. Maybe next time.
Always a pleasure.
Ned, help me.
Hello?
Me again.
So, how's it going?
I'd better get going.
I miss you, you know.
I miss you too. Bye, Ned.
Okay, who else can I call? We can call Chantal. Let her know what's going on.
Hello?
Hi, Chantal. I finished that survey and faxed it to Tino.
I know. I was a little disappointed to hear that it had failed to pinpoint the culprit, but Tino said he's still analyzing the data, whatever that means. Anyway, what else is going on?
Did Ollie tell you that Guadalupe Comillo checked out?
Yes, he told me.
Did he tell you he pretty much threw her out?
Well, good riddance, right? I mean, he said she was an environmental nut job. In fact, he said he wouldn't be surprised if she's the one who caused those accidents and blew up the bunkhouse.
I don't think so.
You don't? I was hoping I could tell my lawyers that the case is closed and come home.
I still have to come up with proof.
Oh, that. Well, the lodge is probably better off without her in any case. Although she did pay for her stay in advance, and in cash. Cash is good. Oh well. Anything else to report?
Did you know that Ollie is building a trap to catch the wolf that's been hanging around?
No, but he told me he'd been having trouble shooting it, so good for him. Whatever it takes to get rid of it.
But why does he need to get rid of it? It's not hurting anything.
It's freaking out my guests, which means it's hurting my bottom line, especially on top of everything else that's been happening.
But why not, say, call a wolf sanctuary and have them come and take the wolf away? That would certainly be more humane.
Look, Ollie's had a lot of experience with varmints or whatever he calls them, so I have to assume that he knows best. In fact, I think he used to hunt wolves for food. Or was that bears? Ugh, lions, tigers, bears, wolves, they're all a huge insurance risk for someone in my business. So I don't care how Ollie does it. I just want that wolf gone. ASAP.
Do you have any idea what would make Bill Kessler think that your father cheated Tilly Wentworth when he bought Icicle Creek Lodge from her?
What does Bill Kessler know about it?
Apparently she was his grandmother.
Okay, here's what happened. Apparently, Tilly Wentworth got addicted to the shop-at-home channel and couldn't stop buying things. And pretty soon she was in debt up to her eyeballs. So finally, totally desperate, she went to my father and offered to sell the lodge to him for just enough money to pay off her creditors. But there was one stipulation, that my father never tell her family the real reason she was selling.
Why not?
She was embarrassed. She didn't want her children and grandchildren to discover that she'd squandered their inheritance. So my father bought the lodge from her, and as it turns out, she passed away soon afterwards. My father kept his word and never said anything to her family, even when they started saying that he'd somehow forced her to sell the lodge to him at a ridiculously low price.
Wow, Bill Kessler has no idea.
Well, unfortunately, it's gotta stay that way, so don't tell him. It's what his grandmother wanted.
I guess.
You'll hear from me again later.
Don't let me down, okay?
Okay, let's call Guadalupe and then we'll move on to something else.
Hello?
Hi, Lupe. This is Nancy Drew again.
Is everything all right?
The wolf's fine. I just have some questions.
Like what?
I need to get back to work.
Do keep in touch. Bye.
Well, I guess I'll try and look at the other animal keys in the, in here. We need to find the Rex bone, but I don't know where we can even start doing that. So we're looking for a moose that we can, push its eye out. I don't know if they mean like a physical moose or like a painting of a moose. There's a moose on that lamp. Oh, the, newspaper's gone. That's a change. Oh, it is Chicken Ridge. I didn't make that up. Well, I feel good now. Oh, now it's not as cold. Okay. Fine, be that way, game. I'm a bit stumped. Maybe the boys downstairs can help me out? If they're here?
I should put on a coat before I go outside.
Okay, Yanni's here,
How can I help you?
but he has nothing to help us with.
You're busy, so I'll let you go.
It has been a pleasure.
Well, thank you for being present. Is Ollie here?
What you need.
I'll get out of your hair now.
Keep me posted.
Okay. Yeah, I think we're far enough in the game that we pretty much exhausted all the dialogue, so now we just have to solve the remaining puzzles. And unfortunately, that's the hard part. Okay, looking for a moose. Like, I thought it was the one that was just like in the... Actually, what is the boar? Is there a boar? Okay, there's a moose, raccoon, and the wolf. Never mind. Am I just missing something super obvious? I'm just gonna wander around for a while and see if I can find something.
That's weird. The rock that had the fossil in it is gone.
Oh, well, I found something there. Okay then. Well, that's something.
Go back to Chicken Ridge and risk getting caught in another avalanche? I don't think so.
Fair enough. Now, there's nothing we can do here, right? Okay, that was a bit of a bust. Ooh, can I take the... I cannot take the snowmobile. Okay.
arm again.
I'm just gonna head back out to Avalanche Ridge to that cabin and see. Hopefully there's something I can do there, because I am pretty stumped. I might freeze to death. I only have one heat pack left. But that's a risk I'm willing to take. There's gotta be something I'm missing here. Like, I wanted to look over here, but it won't really let me. Because I think all of this arrow is the same thing. Yeah, I can't turn around here. The only thing I can really look at is the door. I can systematically go through every single number. Is it gonna be like a date or something? Do I have any dates in my notes? Like a year. Oh, I can check his, yeah, no, I don't know what I'm doing. So I hate to do this, but I'm actually going to pull up a walkthrough real quick. Okay, I know what to do. So these are mirrored numbers. So this is a 6, this is a 5, this is a 1, this is a 2. Okay. Yeah, I see that that's possible to figure out on my own. I just wasn't thinking. I thought this had to do something with it, but I didn't realize these were numbers. 6, 5, 1, 2. Okay. Oh good, we do get warmed up in here. Well, this place is kind of a mess. Oh, thanks. That's a part for something. It's got a phone number on it.
Wonder what this is. Looks like there's a phone number on it.
Something mechanical. Ooh, bone!
This indentation looks just like the one on that plaque in the lodge where that missing Rex bone used to be.
Well, that's where we need to put the bone. And it will unlock something. Oh, thanks. Diary?
The Rest of My Life by Julius Mcquaid.
Oh, I was really hoping Nancy would read that out. Okay. August 19th. I picked this diary up in Winnipeg on a whim. Maybe I'll write in it, maybe I won't. Now that I'm through at Brill Labs and through with work in general, I don't have to do anything I don't want to. Maybe I'll miss people so much that I'll feel like I have to write to someone. Even if it's just myself, or maybe not. Probably not. I'm tired of people. Tired of writing things down. Tired of feeling as caged as the animals I spent 40 years working with. In 3 hours, the train will have reached Edmonton. Maybe I'll get off. Maybe I won't. Hello, freedom. October 1st. I woke up in my tent to the sound of distant gunshots this morning, and later I found a wolf pup all by herself, stuck in a bunch of brambles. I figured the hunters had gotten her mother, since she was nowhere around, and since there was no way that the pup was ever going to extricate herself, I started chopping through the brambles to free her. It took me a while, though, and I was talking to her all the time, trying to keep her from struggling and hurting herself. So what I was really doing without meaning to was imprinting my voice and my scent on her brain, because at first she went racing off, but then later I noticed that she was following me. Even now, she's sitting about 20 yards away despite my campfire, just watching me. I haven't fed her. I avoided touching her while I was cutting her free from the brambles, yet she's there. So, since this could be the beginning of an interesting relationship, I thought maybe I should take some notes. Old habits are indeed hard to break. October 7th. The pup, whose coat is pure white, still shadows me wherever I go. Every day she narrows the distance between us, which has been reduced to about 20 feet. If I get any closer, she runs, but she always comes back. October 28th. The pup, which I've been calling Isis, now keeps no less than 7 feet between us at all times, a distance with which I'm happy as well. I've watched her hunt for food, have seen what she can do with her teeth and jaws, and have no desire to ever encounter either on a personal basis. I've resisted the urge to feed her or to make her in any way dependent upon me, but I do talk to her. I can't help myself. I've discovered that talking is a very basic human need. Why Isis listens, I don't know, but she does. Of that I'm certain. November 11th. Snow's begun to fall, so I've moved into an abandoned storage hut that I found. It's a little too close to what used to be an old hunting lodge for my taste, but beggars can't be choosers. As winter sets in, and I venture outside less and less, I expect that Isis will soon abandon her vigil and make a full return to the wild. I will miss her strange companionship, but that's how it should be. November 17th. When I woke up this morning, I was shocked to discover that Isis had found a way into the shack and was lying not 3 feet away from me. She woke up the instant I did. We stared at each other, then she put her head down and went back to sleep. Apparently she trusts me. Or maybe wants me to trust her. In any case, this is truly uncharted territory for me, but the urge to explore it is irresistible. February 8th. Like it or not, Isis has become my pet, or I've become hers. I'm not at all sure which. While she's never underfoot, preferring to remain at least 3 feet away from me most of the time, she does permit and occasionally seeks out a friendly pat or two on the head and shoulders, although, unlike most dogs, she doesn't seem to consider my touch to be any kind of reward. In fact, I sometimes feel that by letting me pet her, she's rewarding me. March 27th. With the coming of spring, I fully expect Isis to take off one day and never return, but so far that hasn't happened. She disappears for hours at a time, no doubt to hunt, but for some reason she always returns. April 4th. Last night, a wolf started howling in the distance. Isis sat bolt upright and listened. So hard she was shaking, but when the howling ended after a moment, she lay back down and went back to sleep. And I suddenly realized that she's not going to leave. Ever. It was either the wilderness or me, and incredibly, she chose me. July 10th. Isis is by far the smartest animal I've ever seen. By watching her carefully and
So once I get her attention by saying her name, I can give her commands.
Thanks for the spoilers, Nancy. Carefully and reinforcing specific actions with specific words, I can get her to perform those actions on command. For instance, whenever I saw her lie down, I'd say down, and now when I say down, she lies down. Here's a list of the commands I've taught her. Down, she lies down. Forward, she moves forward. Jump, she leaps into the air. Stop, she stops moving. Stay, she stops moving. Bark, she barks. Paw, she swipes with her paw. Left, she turns left 90 degrees. Right, she turns right 90 degrees. Around, she heads in the opposite direction. September 16th. I can give Isis not just one command, but many commands chained in a row, and she'll carry them out one by one in order. I start such a chain of commands by saying Isis, and I end the chain by saying go. For instance, if I want her to move forward, then lie down, then turn to her right, then bark, then turn to her left, then turn around and come back, I say Isis, forward, down, right, bark, left, turn around, go, and she does it. She won't even attempt to follow a command that makes no sense to her. She's truly amazing. October 12th. I set up a maze and had Isis navigate it by giving her a chain of commands, and she did it. She did it several times, in fact, with the maze set up differently each time. Moreover, when she's following commands I've given her, she tends to retrieve any strange object she may come across in the process. Like today, she came out of the maze holding an old sock, which she proudly dropped at my feet. It was like she was glad I was keeping her busy and she was saying thanks.
Ability to sort objects by scent. If she has an object in her mouth, she'll sniff, then drop the object near another object that has the same scent.
March 2nd. Spent the winter refining Isis's ability to sort objects by scent. If she has an object in her mouth, she'll sniff, then drop the object near another object that has the same scent. She'd make an incredible police dog. After all, she could retrieve a clue, then figure out who left it by picking the matching scent out of a lineup of suspects' belongings. Malak would have had a field day with her. June 14th. Note to self. Never, ever, ever feed Isis, especially by hand. Today, a rat got into my pantry in the shack. I managed to grab it by the tail and was in the process of fleeing it outside when Isis appeared out of nowhere, leaped up and snapped the rat right out of my grasp, missing my fingers by millimeters. I simply cannot allow myself to ever forget this is one fact. Isis is by nature a wild animal. October 26th. A freak snowstorm caught me by surprise yesterday afternoon. It was sunny and warm one minute, next minute it was clouding up and the temperature was plummeting. And the next minute it was snowing so hard I couldn't see a thing. All I had on was a light jacket, and after wandering around blindly, getting more and more wet and lost and exhausted, I finally sat down, figuring I was done for. And then all of a sudden, Isis appeared, dragging something with her mouth. It was my heavy coat. So I put it on, sat there till the storm let up, then followed Isis back to the shack. She saved my life, I'm sure of it. December 24th. I've had a fever and a bad cough for about 2 weeks now, and this morning I felt so awful that I almost couldn't get out of bed. So I'm going to hike out to the road while I still have the strength and hitch a ride to Pinevale Hospital. Hopefully they'll give me some antibiotics.
Pinevale Hospital. Maybe I can use Isis and her incredible sense of smell to figure out who owns the notebook I found outside. All I have to do is get something from each of the people at the lodge, something that each of them has touched, then let Isis figure out which of their scents matches the scent on the notebook.
And send me on my way before Isis starts to wonder where I've gone. The possibility that she would think I've abandoned her just breaks my heart. She's come to mean the world to me.
Isis, stay.
Yep, and now we know all about Isis and her backstory.
Bark. Isis, bark. Go.
Yay! And we can command her, which will be very useful. Oh, did I see a thing? What's
That
this?
looks like a Geiger counter. What a weird thing to be chewing on.
Okay, I do need this.
This measures radioactivity. I wonder if Isis found it outside somewhere or in here.
Okay, is there anything else I need here?
If I try to walk back to the lodge now, I'll freeze. I'd better stay here for the night.
If you say so, Nancy. Isis is still here being a lovely sweetheart. Did I finish looking around in here? I don't know if I did. Okay, I think the only thing here is the, diary. Hold on, let me... Okay, we got the secret hideout. We need to find the Rex bone.
Forward. Isis, forward. Go. Jump. Isis, forward. Jump. Go.
I don't think it's quite time for me to be
Jump.
doing this.
Isis, jump. Go.
Aw. I was trying to see if I could get her to come outside with us. Maybe she'll follow us automatically, I don't know. Oh! Okay. Well, that happened. Well, let's see how the, lodgers are doing. If anything crazy happened while we were gone besides that explosion just now. Where was the explosion?
Ah, much better. I was really cold.
I hope nobody cares that I missed the breakfast rush. Is anyone here I can talk to? You're not here. Let's ask Ollie if he heard that explosion.
What you need?
I'll let you get back to work.
See you later.
Very well then. Yanni's not here. Bill's not here. Lou's not here. Guadalupe's not here. Nobody's here. Okay. Well, I guess I'll stop here then. We know all about the wolf now. Isis. I like her a lot. So we need to get some stuff from each of the lodgers and have Isis sniff them and basically tell us if it matches the journal. Oh, we need to call the phone number. Actually, let's do that right now. Since we're right here. Did you write that down in your notes anywhere, Nancy? 334-555-7625.
You've reached the office of Dr. Nikki Sabatini, professor of geology at the University of Alberta, Camrose. The sound of the beep? No, disregard all that. I'm here. Who's this?
My name is Nancy Drew. I'm staying at the Icicle Creek Lodge, and I recently came across some kind of device that had your phone number on it.
Describe the device.
Well, it has a spike on one end of it, and...
Well, I'll be darned. Where did you say you found it?
Well, actually, someone's dog was using it as a chew toy. She must have found it outside somewhere. You know what it is?
It's a geophone. Someone stole a whole crate of them from me when I was out on Skookum Ridge not too long ago.
What's a geophone?
If you stick it in the ground, a geophone will detect seismic waves and turn them into electrical signals, which are then transmitted to a computer so they can be recorded and eventually interpreted. It lets geologists like me make maps of mineral deposits and such without doing any digging. See, I was preparing to do a subsurface survey of the area using reflection seismology. I set up camp, stored all my equipment in a trailer, went into town for supplies, and when I came back, the trailer had been broken into, and all my geophones were gone. I was gonna be the first person to do a full geological survey of the Icicle Creek drainage and the ridges surrounding it. Got grant money and everything. The person who ripped off my equipment sure screwed that up for me. If I ever get my hands on him, oh!
When you say seismic waves, are you talking about earthquakes?
In a way. You see, the seismic waves that geophones detect are man-made. You detonate something on the surface of the ground, and the concussion creates seismic waves which bounce off different geological features differently, depending on the impedance of the feature. The reflected waves are what the geophones detect and transmit.
So, to put the geophones to use, you need to blow things up?
Correct.
That's interesting. So, if someone were looking for valuable mineral deposits, they might use geophones to do it?
If someone had the technical expertise, yes. Although reflection seismology is more typically employed to locate deposits of hydrocarbons, like oil and gas.
What types of mineral deposits are likely to be found around the Icicle Creek drainage?
All kinds of deposits. Silver, lead, uranium, molybdenum. I love saying that word, molybdenum. I think that's why I became a geologist. Just so I'd have a reason to say molybdenum. Anyway, if you come across any more of my geophones, or anything that would indicate who stole them, please let me know.
I will.
Good.
What do you know about dinosaur bones?
Precious little, I'm afraid. I know it's possible to find good specimens in Alberta, particularly in your area, but beyond that, paleontology's not really my thing. And all my paleo pals are currently off digging in the dirt on the other side of the world, so I'm afraid I can't refer you to anyone either.
Are dinosaur bones good for anything?
Other than studying? If you're a scientist, no. But because they're obviously rare, a lot of people collect them. In fact, I understand there's a pretty big black market for them.
Black market? You mean people pay money for dinosaur bones?
People pay big money for them.
Alright, so assuming that the person blowing things up is looking for something, probably in order to get money, they're probably looking for either dinosaur bones or for oil.
I came across a Geiger counter. What can you tell me about them?
The closer you get to a source of radiation, the more they click. They've been around for about 100 years. They're portable.
Do you know what range of radiation is unsafe?
Assuming the Geiger counter is measuring radiation in the environment and not in, say, a nuclear power plant, I wouldn't worry about it. When it comes to exposure to radiation, even the experts can't agree on what's safe and unsafe. And the fact is, you're exposed to radiation every single day. You can't avoid it. You absorb cosmic rays from space, ingest carbon-14 in food, inhale radon from the ground. You even get a dose of radiation whenever you watch TV, albeit a teeny tiny one. Plus, it's a cumulative thing. Is it okay to get your arm x-rayed? Sure. Is it okay to get your arm x-rayed every day for a year? Probably not a good idea. But will it positively increase your risk of cancer? Depends on how much other radiation you're routinely exposed to, and your health habits, and your genetic makeup.
In other words, if I'm getting a high reading on my Geiger counter, it doesn't necessarily mean I'm in imminent danger?
Exactly. Unless the object that's giving you the high reading is labeled plutonium, of course. You'd definitely be up a creek then.
So I've just been thinking this for a few minutes, and I really appreciate how technical some of the conversations in the Nancy Drew games get. Like, as far as I can tell, all of this is accurate information, so it's really nice. I'm actually really enjoying whenever they explain things like this.
I've taken you away from your job long enough.
One more thing. All of my geophones were hardwired to transmit at 990 kilohertz. So if you find any kind of receiver tuned to that frequency, check it out, because it could very well belong to the thief. Bye!
Ooh, that's a good clue, thanks. Also, I wanted to call the hospital to see if the, person who wrote that diary is still alive.
Pinevale Hospital, Nurse Blake speaking.
Hi, my name's Nancy Drew. I'm trying to locate a man named Julius Mcquaid. I think he may have been treated there on Christmas Eve.
Oh, yes, Julius Mcquaid. I remember him well. Was he a relative, dear?
Was? You mean he passed away?
Yes, dear. Viral pneumonia. As I recall, we admitted him and he was gone less than 24 hours later.
Well, I wasn't a relative and I didn't really know him. We had kind of a mutual friend.
From his appearance, it looked as if he'd spent the last several years holed up somewhere in the wilderness. That's why I remember him. I felt sorry for him, living all alone like that.
Actually, he wasn't alone. He was with our mutual friend.
Well, that's good to hear.
You weren't able to locate any next of kin?
No, I'm afraid we weren't. When he came in, all he had were the clothes on his back. No wallet, nothing. We turned his clothes over to the authorities along with his remains. But last I heard, they weren't able to locate any relatives either. I'm sure by now he's been cremated.
Well, thank you for the information.
Sorry the news couldn't have been better. Goodbye, dear.
Well, that's sad. Well, I guess I need to go around getting some stuff for Isis to sniff, but we'll worry about that later. So, thanks for watching, hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!